10 seconds left. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My bladder is ready. Mine isn't. Hey. How's it going? I guess I can just destroy this music and get this music in. How's it going, my dudes? Happy sex clock. Whoops. Well, formerly Wednesday. It is Thursday in Europe. But happy Wednesday, or happy whatever day it is, wherever you are. Happy what a week, huh? Captain, it's Wednesday. You guys have a decent week since I last saw you? Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. Today is Friday in California. Well, my week has been really hectic. A lot of work. But besides that, it's been okay. It's been fine. What a friggin' heat wave. Holy crap. People are dying out there, man. It's crazy. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Cooped up. No vitamins from the sun. Not at all. I got some grapes again. Good evening, grapes. To snack on. I brought a whole bowl. Keeping myself safe. KMS. Wow. That's great. Anyway, for those who don't know, the name's Ace Caswell. I'm the Metaverse Navigator. And Odd Jobber Extraordinaire. It's good to be back. Continuing from where we left off with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which is episode 4. The Christmas episode. Not making any effort to make it that way. I will run the risk. Oh, you mean because of the... Wait, what? Are you talking about the heat? Load. We're starting the trial. Right away. 9:44 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Is that German? What is? What did I say in German? Karma? Oh, that's Phoenix. Karma? Oh, Karma's the one that's suing. He's the prosecutor. I know that guy. I've seen him in... What is that funny website they used to have that had a Phoenix Wright? You could just input your own lines and the characters would do them with the in-game sound effects and everything. I remember seeing him in that. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Speaking of German, yeah. He hasn't lost a case in a 40-year career? 40 years? Oh my god. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. That's my final boss in episode 4. Not a single case? They'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Wish I had that kind of aura. Don't we all? Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. No, no way, dude. From what I've seen, there's no way that's gonna happen. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Like she was a god for... defenders? What are the... Was it defense attorneys? I forgot what they're called. Speaking of Mia... Maya? I am a god, and even kings bow to gods. Thanks, Wesker. Maya, do your thing. Uh-huh. You could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Hey, Billy, how's it going? Ace, that's right. He's so cool. Thank you. But I don't have a deflector for the bunny suit. Could make one. I'm gonna write this down for later. New carnival costume though? I do? Prove it. Writing this down for myself. Oh, you're talking about the carnival god hand? Yeah, okay. I can't. She can't? Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. No, because you couldn't find a waterfall. And the guys from the from the fire station wouldn't hose her down. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. I got blocked for telling someone that wrote is a past tense form of write, and it is, in fact, different from the perfective aspect form of write, which is written. Oh no, maybe you gave them a Redditor vibe. It is in fact supposed to be wrote, not written. I can see why. That is how I said it. Well, there you have it. Let's head in. Oh, December 26, 10 a.m. I said what I wrote out loud.
Order in the court. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, what voice do we give on Karma? Like a really evil? The defense is ready, Your Honor. That's an earring. Dude's Dracula. Won't be evil enough.
Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready?
Perhaps the way in which it was written may have given a wrong impression. Oh, I see.
Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here? Were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Fool. You think I'm not prepared? Fool. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine.
You guys think I should give him a British accent? Those are usually synonymous with villains in Hollywood.
The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? Guy's more German though. I see. I don't know about the German accent though. I guess Von Karma makes sense. Evil and German? Mr. Jones. How am I supposed to fight against this? Dude. Phoenix can hear the boss music.
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
German.
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Maybe like that.
Hold on just a second, Nick.
I can say that. Okay, Gumshoes first. Let's see how this goes. Just voice him as Dracula?
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Like that? Maybe? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, Gumshoes first.
Oh no. Describe the incident, now.
I wouldn't...
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. Around midnight, sir. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
Hey son, I've only ever played this game in the form of terrible parodies of it in other games, so I hate it? Nah, don't say that. I mean, honestly, the way I experienced the game was also by just viewing media and memes about it. But playing it for the first time, I'm really enjoying it. It keeps upping the ante. It keeps like becoming even better than it previously was. And I'm on just the first game. That's crazy.
There were two men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake.
At 10 minutes past midnight,
she heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop.
I find your talent remarkable. Or at least I believe your vocal percussion is on a whole nother level as it comes through my mind. That's great. Enjoy it. Overhead map. I don't think I would be good at it. Read Sherlock once, didn't pay any attention, didn't figure out anything for myself. You can't do that. Sherlock is I don't know if it's a primary export of the United Kingdom. I think Harry Potter is a bigger export at this point, or it has been for the past like 20 years. Honestly, I haven't read Sherlock either. I haven't read it. Well, no, you said you did read it. I never read Sherlock. I do own one singular book, which I got at, what was it? 122 Baker Street? 122A? Whatever. I got it at the Sherlock Holmes Museum. But, the game is not as hard as you would think. Other people said in the chat that this game is more of an adventure, like a graphic adventure game. So it's not that difficult. And if all else fails, you can F up and just, you know, reload your save. This they held your message. Exotic Indian midgets. No, I think this is fine. It's not racist. It's okay. I'll allow it. You're not racist. A lot of exotic Indian midgets in Sherlock. It's from that time in British history. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds right. I've only... I played the Sherlock Holmes board game, which is pretty cool. I may not be racist, but I think Sherlock was. Damn. He was a drug addict and a racist? Guess my references won't be making it through today either. Oh, was this a reference? Local percussion is a whole nother level. I guess you have never said "nother" before. I have to remember that British people used a completely different vocabulary and sentence structure back then. Bram Stoker's Dracula is a modern age simpleton. Is it really that difficult? I mean, I did have difficulty reading H.P. Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu. I tried it, but it felt like I needed a dictionary and a really good... It's you have to decipher like the pages as you read them. Like in terms of their meaning and some of the words as well. And again, it could be because I was reading the localization in my mother tongue. I have not tried reading the original English version, but I'm sure I'll probably run into some problems there as well. Because they were obsessed with the Romans. Solicitor. I thought Drac was talking about having guests over. From where do you come? It's not Roman enough to be more Roman. Maybe you guys should start a club. No ending sentences with prepositions club. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait, Mr. Von Karma? Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. What? No, he's not. My brother went to a fancy court once and said it's actually just as dramatic as the TV shows. Yeah, because from what I understand, yeah, the jury just takes a big part of the thing. Right? So they have to give a good show to the jurors. Yeah. Because they're the ones who also help decide. There was an American military guided person who was quite adamant that we should not place prepositions sentence finally. Oh, like at the end of... Okay. American military dude. How'd that work out for him? The arrest of Edgeworth.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Sentence finally. It is a compound adjective. Daw. Aren't you supposed to put like the little dash there then? As a British guy, I'm torn on the spelling of colour because frankly the U was not there originally and doesn't do anything. It's completely pointless. The Americans are right to get rid of it, but at the same time I just can't do what the Americans want. My god, the rivalry still goes on hundreds of years later. Are you aware of the H in the word herb? The fact that you're pronouncing it is actually wrong. You were not supposed to say herb. We're supposed to do the American way, herb, according to the historical version of the word, which is also kind of crazy. When I was a kid, I saw H. I thought, okay, it's pronounced herb. Yeah, give me the herb, right? And then I heard Americans say it, and I thought to myself, wait, that's weird. I don't say that way. So I kept saying it my own way, which was apparently the British way to do it. But apparently that's wrong as well. So I don't know what to think anymore either. Americans are not right to get rid of it. Americans are an entirely different breed of English speakers, and our violence changes to the English to be lazy at best, used for convenience and nothing else. Yeah, that's the point. If there's no need for the extra letters, they get rid of them. That's exactly why they came up with what they did. One grammar rule I'm quite confused about. With a letter that begins with H, do you say A before it or N and silence the H? A hammer versus an N hammer. It depends on the pronunciation. From what I understand. Like you're supposed to, in American English, you're supposed to say an herb. Give me an herb. That's why they say it that way. But for a word where you pronounce the H, it follows the regular rules. Language should be both convenient and beautiful. That's what sets us Brits apart. We upkeep the beauty in language. Notice that in many old books, all H words are preceded by N. Oh, it could be like a remnant of maybe Old English, where the H was simply not pronounced in those words. Remember what I told you earlier about the word herb? The pronunciation, the American way is right because that's the older version of it, apparently. It could do with the other words as well. But language does evolve, don't forget that. So the modern version is whatever fits with the times. I don't say schedule, I say schedule. But I do still say other stuff. I don't know, Schadenfreude? That's German. Bjorn, I think he understands that. He knows that. Romance language words for one like same an hour. Oh, and 1 hour is the same thing. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that.
Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now!
Man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Hold it! You received a call from a man?
Yup.
But you said there was a woman camping there. Wait, that's true. I didn't notice that. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
Objection!
What the hell is that voice? Imagine in 130 years, people discussing the lexicology of the world of the word skivity. It's gonna happen, man. People are already doing it right now. I'm already following etymologists on YouTube. I cannot think of any exceptions to the rule. It's pretty airtight, but no language is safe from exceptions. That is true. You couldn't match his voice.
That woman and the man who called in.
He's talking like a friggin' Hulk.
Objection.
Etymology, yeah. I thought for a second, wait a minute. It's not entomology, because entomology is the study of bugs. Oh yeah, it's etymology. Here's one that probably drives ESLs up the wall. The pronunciations of the words that are similar instruction: telepathy versus telegram. One is like tele, but the other one is tele. Yeah. I think about the word cooperation. Like if you're following standard rules, it would be cooperation, right? But no, it's cooperation. But there's no there's no like what's it called, apostrophe in there to separate it. It's just that hyphen. Almost forgot the hyphen. No, it's not like it's not like heterochromia. But there's no hyphen there. It's not written that way though, from what I know. Let me see. Quick Google search. Cooperation. See, there's a okay. So it is written with a dash in the British way, but it's not written like that in the American way. That's line 1. Cooperation written as cooperation in British English, with a varied usage along time. Wait, there's even like a, what is this? It's like a German, like a umlaut above the O. A shop in the UK called The Cooperative. It's just a supermarket. They sell groceries and frozen stuff and sweets. It's a stupidly clinical name. You know what else is clinical? Wait, did you say Spider-Man? What about Spider-Man? Just like people never use it in Spider-Man. I started using it specifically. Whenever I write Spider-Man, I always use the... Is it hyphen or dash? Is it the same? Hyphen. Okay, it is hyphen. Don't forget to hyphenate. What else is clinical is, it's funny. I've seen someone recently talk about how we collectively started calling underage people minors, and it sounds super clinical.
Okay, minor, do not interact with me. You're a minor, are you not?
The pronunciation makes perfect sense when you take into account its original unaltered spelling, but it starts to make less sense when you remove small but important elements of language because of laziness. Americans? I don't know. I mean, they did try to be different, don't forget that. Years ago. I started using the hyphen in Spider-Man because not using it was messing up my database of comics I hate. What? Why do you have a database of comics you hate? I feel like that's like opening is that a can of worms or something? Death Battle? Oh god, not a fandom page.
Respect the hyphen.
Spider-Man really doesn't like it when people call him Spider-Man instead of Spider-Man. So I'm doing him a favor and reminding you guys to respect the hyphen.
Spider-Man!
I'm glad you remember the hyphen. Most people leave it out. You wouldn't believe how many Google searches that screws up. It's funny. Don't forget the hyphen. That's funny. Every example? Oh my god. Well, thank you for this collection. True American English is nothing but edgy teenager wearing makeup to seem edgy and go against the establishment. Like you? Except you're not a teenager anymore. I like to engage in artistic internet arguments about the terribleness of Western comics, so it is very important that I can combat any... actually, in issue 445 of... I see. Okay. That makes sense. Understand his pain. It's just like how people keep writing my name as Ice F. Ox? Oh! They capitalize the F in Fox. That's a is that really a problem? You can't even hear that. I guess they only write it out.
It's Ice Fox. It's one word. Get it right.
My apologies. Of course, because I do not read Western comics except Batman. Yeah, you seem like the type of... Oh, right, yeah, edgy. Right, yeah. And people's names as they are written. Isn't that right, ASB Caswell? You actually do that, yes. You do that. Do you... Okay, let's look at a question. When you type out... That's for you, Bjorn. When you type out a person's name, which is also their Twitch channel name... Do you also, if they have like an underscore, do you also write that down as well? Anyway. MS Alva, he gave every streamer he followed a nickname. Did he have one for you guys? No, I never interacted with him. I only saw him once in one wrestling stream, but I never interacted with him beyond that. I never interacted with him in general. I think I was a bit too late for him. He was already not streaming when I started. Oh, you call him underscore. Okay, I see. I have to say it out loud. I say underscore. That's great. Yeah, I do that all the time as well. It does have quite the comedic effect, does it not?
That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously.
I don't know fucking talk as this guy. What is a man? That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously. Different people? There were two witnesses. Right. Ah, the first witness who decided not to come. I forgot. Not to show up. There's a few streamers who I never got around to watching. I put it off for so long that I graduated. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah. You have to cherish the times that you have with those people. They do not last forever. One day, the reality you so cherish will crumble. Anyway.
Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping. Lot of heart.
What happened next, detective?
Just used to call people by the username. I used to make up cutesy nicknames for each one of you, but it made me get tomatoes. Oh, shit. Oh, it's okay. Just go back. Tomatoes thrown at me, and out of fear, I just called them by the exact thing written next to their profile picture. The deepest lore. So dramatic. I see. Do you pronounce it tomatoes? I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna specifically say tomatoes now. There's a few streamers who I put off watching so long. By the time I did, they've already gone insane and become pariahs. Watch their old VODs and be like, damn, I missed the sane arc. Okay, yeah, that happens. What a shame.
Man called into the station.
I already read that.
We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. Hold it!
How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Oh, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is, get there quick.
Just this month?
Objection. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Department secrets?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review.
What?
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir.
There was a Hungarian guy I used to know called Mate, and I pronounced it like... Is it Mate? And then you pronounce it Marte? Being the good Brit that I am, but eventually after he told me it was Mate. Oh. Well, how are you supposed to figure that out? Did he have any funny little squiggly lines or dots above the lettering?
Mate.
Hold it. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Objection. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. Objection, hearsay. I've only ever eaten 3 tomatoes in my life, and I didn't really like them all 3 times. What about cherry tomatoes? Reminds me of an Argentinian drink called mate, and I always pronounce it as, well, you know, mate, and it causes quite a commotion against Spanish speakers. Oh, it's mate? The same size, son, I'll be honest, but you have to admit they make some good sauce. Yeah, tomatoes make for good sauce. That's for sure. Do you drown things in ketchup though? That's the real question. Yeah, there are 2 Brits in chat right now. Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Objection. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings.
When I was like 12 years old in school, we had to read a book that had a character in it called Stella Artois, and a teacher laughed at us for not immediately knowing it was a drink, and I felt like a dumbass loser. But in hindsight, what? I was 12! Oh yeah, Stella Artois. But it took me until you said it to remember that's a... Wait, that's a beer! I remember that. I don't think I ever tried Stella. Did I tell you guys back a few years ago when I was learning graphic design, we used to go out, like all the class, for beers, because there was like a place with a really cheap, but they had all the cool brands. So we checked it out, and I tried a different beer like once every week. So I got to learn a bit more of what I like in terms of beer when I did that. I meant like real sauce. Oh, you mean Worcestershire sauce? I don't think I've had ketchup in ages. Stories of teachers in school making me feel like a dumbass for no discernible reason. What was the problem? Maybe that's a British teacher thing. Did they just... I don't know. Maybe they were sick of kids. That is quite odd. I remember the teachers liking me. No idea, but I might be the same way. I can't be quite the jerk. They're training to be a dong. Damn. Just another brick in the wall.
Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippin' comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now.
The most egregious is this. We were told to walk from one end of the field to the other and count our steps. When we got back, they revealed to us that in the military, they walked with wider paces so that their step count was lower. And everyone who counted the fewest steps was smart big brain, and everyone with many steps was dumb. But if the rule is not established in the first place to walk the least amount of steps possible, that's stupid. You can't know that. I don't think they actually do that in the military. I don't think they do either. While they do measured steps, you know, when they do, what's it called? You know, they're not the runs. forgot what it's like. When they go, you know, when they say left, right, when they step, each step. That's like measured, right? It's almost always the same length of a step. The most asinine thing ever. All it said was to make half the class feel like a dumbass. That is weird. That is really weird. This case is insane. Yeah. So welcome in, Valtube. Yeah, this case is insane, dude. This is like the first time I'm playing this too. Didn't suspect him of anything at all. Okay, we're gonna check. We're gonna press this one to see what he says. I'm not really allowed to insult or hit students anymore, but we are allowed to act passively aggressive towards them, which is something we Brits are quite good at. Yeah, that's true. Butler who can't do much ain't worth his. I don't think I want to read that. Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Oh, we already saw that. My bad. Press or present? Press or present? Yep. I'm currently looking through the testimony for the first time. Let's see what else is there. Oh, but whoops. Doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague? I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. His testimony is probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. All right. Okay, let's go back to what I missed there because I want to press the rest. Next morning, a body was found in the lake. Okay, we already saw that. Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. Didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Pistol bullet added to the court record. Okay. A 22 caliber pistol. A 22, isn't that pretty weak? Am I wrong?
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
A murder weapon?
A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
What?
Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
Yeah, this seems like a line fed to him by Karma. Oh, what are you guys writing over there? After me, an 11-year-old kid, rationally and sensibly picked the scientist and doctor, I was told that actually, no, that's dumb and stupid because the scientist... Wait, what did I miss? Did I miss anything? Oh, another one. We were given a scenario. 4 people are the last people left on Earth. You must choose 2 of them to repopulate the Earth. The other 2 will die or vanish or something. You can only choose 2. Here are your options. Scientist, doctor, musician, and artist. I see. 2 arts and 2 other things. I'm sorry you felt that way. Gumshoe having to testify against Edgeworth is heartbreaking. I know, yeah. They've been working together for a few years now. It's pretty heartbreaking. After me, an 11-year-old kid rationally and sensibly picked the scientist and doctor. I was told that actually, no, that's dumb and stupid because the scientist and doctor would never get on with each other. And the correct answer was with the musician and artist because they would like each other and have a happy relationship. What? That was told to you by teachers? That's insane. That's crazy. Scientist and doctor. Because they would not... What, because what? The scientist makes viruses for Umbrella and the doctor tries to treat it? That's ridiculous. The purpose of the exercise was to deliberately make kids feel like they're idiots when told by the teacher that they're wrong. This is really... It seems like what the British school system is looking to me right now. Like the whole thing that they're trying to do to you guys. Artists are the most egotistical people on earth. Says the guy with an artist for a friend. Dude, I'm gonna tell him you said that. Body was found in a lake. Okay, the murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. But what about it? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk. Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on the pistol we found in a boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What?
Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence?
I thought we already got it. Oh, this is like new information. Fired 3 times, it bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Huh? Me? Oh. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order!
I learned what the ballistic markings are thanks to this game. That's fun. I guess if a kid would be playing this when they're young, that would be the first time they would see this sort of information. What did I miss? The scientist would not get along with the doctor because the doctor would make a powerful virus and the scientist would betray him, have him killed, and would steal the sample for himself so he can craft the ultimate weapon. Thanks. That's crazy. Is that the G virus? There's a whole genre of riddles and questions out there that are, I guess, what you would describe as gotchas, where the obviously right answer is actually the wrong one. And aha, what an idiot for falling for the obvious answer. But it seems like that's what the exercises are throughout all your school year. That kind of sucks. I saw my first Ace Attorney gameplay when I was like 13. Yeah, I remember seeing gameplay a long time ago, but I've never actually played it until now. Remember that time in The Dark Knight where Batman enters a crime scene before the police and forensics team takes a freaking drill sample of the wall containing the bullet, just takes it, and the police are like, yeah, sure. I don't remember that, but I believe you. So, hey, welcome in, Black Sniper. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge?
Remember the time in the Dark Knight when Batman was like gay for the Riddler? What? Is that a thing? I don't know. I believe it. I remember. Wait, who was the Who was the Riddler in the... Was there a Riddler in the Black Knight? The Black Knight Riddler. Am I being gaslit? Oh, he wasn't even there. I know that he was. There was the Riddler in The Batman, because he's what? All right, sure. The trial theme fits so bad when Von Karma is on screen. Time to remove him from screen.
I say it's almost decisive then. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point.
No, don't!
However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I'll take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. Ahem, this court will take a 10-minute recess.
Oh my god. Who's running this court anyway? Man, that's crazy. Okay, so this is taking about an hour, and we have a 10-minute recess, and now we're back. Oh no, we're in the recess right now. Hedgeworths, what's going on here? And the riddle that goes, 4 brothers each have a sister. How many are in the family? Oh, I see. They all have a sister, but they're in the same family, so... Yeah, only one sister. That makes sense. I expect this witness to have a lot of heart and don't go hard on us. Lot of heart. I see. I understand. Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I did not shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? What a game to let 13-year-olds play. Can we romance Edgeworth? No. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. Ah. I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. No, I need you here. Let's keep her here. That's really, oh, that's really mean. What happens if you... I want to see what happens if I say that to her. Yeah, you're useless. Well, actually, you don't know law. You don't have any trial experience or techniques. Yeah, you're pretty much useless, but I can't say that. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you. Oh, no, that's so sad. Whoops. No, of course. Oh, I'm sorry. Mods, Ace's socks for making Maya sad. It's okay. This is a doomed timeline. This doesn't really happen. No. I don't know anything about trials or defense. I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. Okay, I'm gonna go back in time. I feel bad. Wait, what? Wait, no, wait. Where did I save it? Oh, I saved it like in the other... It's okay, I saved it here. It's fine. Huh. Oh, all good, it's all good. You ever fantasize about having the ability to quick save IRL? What would they have said if I went my other thoughts instead? No, that was bad karma. Yep. Scary. I don't really think about that. I think I used to think about that years ago. But then there was a Rick and Morty episode about it, and now I don't think about it anymore. I need you here. Of course not, I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. Aw. Anyway, welcome to Ad Hell, everybody. We are now in ads. It's gonna be like 3 minutes, but that's fine. You got this, Ro. Thank you. What's up, Edgy? Welcome in. Goddamn ads. It's like a 2.5 minutes and we'll be back. A lot of hearts. We're gonna talk to a lot of hearts. I assume we're gonna kick her butt a little bit. I wonder if I could just get away with just boldly asserting a quick save IRL with someone. Like I say something and they respond poorly, so I just say, "Hey, hold up, forget what I said. Let's just go back 5 seconds and then say a different thing." I guess that's what people do when they say, "Scratch that. What I meant is something else." Used to be really into Ricky Martin. That's not Rick and Morty. But after 2 seasons, the show got really bad. It was so annoying to deal with that I even forgot what I liked about it to begin with. Maybe it's just the sci-fi references at that point. I wonder if I could get away with murder in Minecraft, right? Minecraft? Saying Minecraft right now. Man, eating grapes like this reminds me of my flight on American Airlines, where one of the meal choices was just cheeses, like a variety of cheeses with grapes, basically. It was like assorted fruit, but I think it was mostly grapes. I wonder if I can get away with murder in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's a good way to... yeah, that's good. That's good to say. I'm sure. "40 seconds and we'll be back." What do we have in the court record? The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times, bear's prints. Bear prints? And why does Karma look like that? Looks insane. Veteran prosecutor who hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. I think he's like 60? Misty Faye, right, she's dead. Robert Hammond, dead. Right, welcome back from Mad Hell, everybody. Let's continue. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Oh, whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. I didn't think Edgeworth is the type to be like that. I didn't know he's afraid of jinx. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Oh, sorry. Whoops. Sorry.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Yes.
Will Miss Lauderhart take the stand?
Unlock premium affiliate, or what it's called. It doesn't really work like that, buddy. But when you have affiliate on Twitch, what it does is you can decide when to run ads, and by I mean when. The bare minimum is 3 minutes per hour. That, or they just appear randomly for people, which sucks. So I do the bare minimum, which is 3 minutes per hour.
Lot of hearts. You're a research student at a university.
Don't jinx it, bro. That I... Oh wait, what is the voice again? That I am. I never watched Rick and Morty Bazinga show, or the one about Facebook, and they all look absolutely terrible. There's a what? There's a show about Facebook? What, they made like the movie about Mark Zuckerberg, the social network, but there's a TV show about it? No way, right?
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
Witness account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. And there was another bang. It wasn't an area thing on the lake, but that boat. You know, there's something strange about this. We did not get the information. We didn't get any extra photos from her, but we know that her camera captures things on sound, like loud sounds like that. So I'm guessing that's going to play into this investigation. When it comes down to Bazinga, it always sucked, but it was comfort food. Yeah, I guess so. I kind of liked the Big Bang Theory, just because I kind of enjoyed having the characters on screen, I guess. And, oh, they reference Thing I Know. That's fine, but I didn't really laugh ever, I think. I should get Ace to watch Open All Hours. It's the most British TV show ever. I've never even heard of that. I did watch some of the IT crowd, or the IT crowd. I think it's called the IT crowd. I'm not sure.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder.
Wasn't there only one copy of this? Ah, no, never mind. That was just that was a different one.
Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order. Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Wait a minute. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Damn. Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Not a contradiction, but more like missing information is what I want to say. I'm gonna save here though. I'm familiar with the show Skins. Fox goes boom boom when the camera. Okay. Von Karma doesn't play with press till you make it strats. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think there was a contradiction specifically. She didn't contradict anything. Did she say she saw the murder? I can't remember. If she said she saw it, then I believe that's a contradiction because she did not actually see it. Let's say there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Yeah, if there's any, the case is over. How impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. Got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine with a witness.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
Y'all ready? It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh, yeah, well, yes.
Objection. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? Hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
Oh man, I thought they're gonna start taking my health away for this. I was in my car. Hold it. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Let's press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. You can't say that! I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Oops. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with a witness.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Not really. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Yeah, she for sure did not see that happen. I remember that. I remember her talking about it when we talked to her in the investigation. She mentioned she actually didn't see anything, but she only heard the sounds. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. There's no way. She's BSing.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There was an area thing on that lake, but that boat. What about, oh yeah, what about Gordy? You sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. But how come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scan the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Because she's a student. There's no reason for her to check a boat out. It's not related to her. Miss Hart, you... Yeah, there he is.
Mr. Wright, the witnesses answer the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
Stop saying that.
That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in a testimony worth noting.
That's not exactly it. But Your Honor, I'm not done yet.
You keep your promise.
Oh, you weren't kidding about the pressing bit.
I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh. Nick. Lada's testimony's fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
What? Hold it.
was that?
It was me, Maya. Once you beat the trilogy, will that make you a double ace? Maybe. Well, and then if I beat an ace combat, it'll be a triple ace?
There's Maya with a steel chair.
Brr, nice. Hold it. Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No. There's no way that's it. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Hey, what up, Can Man? Nick is innocent.
Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong! It's Mr. Phoenix wrong. Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Damn, from the top rope? Good stuff.
Order! Order!
That is an epic moment.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain any objection.
Man, he's really annoying.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Wow. That's amazing.
I care not for this melodrama.
Moves closer to her mic.
Wrong.
That's pretty good.
I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I'm going to save here. Save shimasu. That's it? Oh wait, I forgot to press that. Whoops. These moments get tense, right? But what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a
Really? For pressing? So I am getting assigned a penalty for pressing now. That's it? I don't know if I can find anything in that, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Okay. So, first off, I would say, let's see the map. I want to show the map, but they didn't actually point anything to it. However, the lake photo was taken at 12:15 a.m. The call was received about 12:30. What about this? She hasn't seen anything. It's the camera. The camera only saw everything. Is it the camera then? I'm gonna check the camera specifically. Why does one of them have a boat? Alright. Chat, this is insane. Okay. I'm gonna rewind time to when I was not holding the... Okay. Clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. It was literally not clear as day. It was literally night. Okay, that's it. It has to be the photo. Gotcha. Gotcha, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photo. What up, Nano? The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. Clear as day. The fog, Miss Hart. So? Ache? Or is it Aki? So need to thank you for accommodating my evil, sinister, selfish, sicko urges. Which urges? Are you talking about me playing Ace Attorney? Like wanting to see people play it for the first time or something? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. Objection. That's why I told her not to say that in the testimony. Please.
Wait, so you are just giving her a friggin' script, huh? The time slot? Awesome. Great, yeah. Thought a bit later today. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma.
That's why I told her what to say, man.
How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart?
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Your Honor. That was not human-sized poop. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. Thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. But wait a minute.
You use binoculars?
Did she? Does she? I don't remember them being a piece of evidence. It would be improper to call him by first name. Yeah, you guys should be calling me Mr. Caswell. What's wrong with you people?
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. Mr. Robuddy, sir? Yeah, that's right. Oh, Robuddy is technically, specifically his nickname, but I guess that's fine. Mr. Awell, don't you mean? Police Constable? Mr. Police Constable as well? That's right. You saw right through me. And my name is Ace Police Constable as well. That's exactly it. That's today's canon. You're right. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Am I gonna get penalized for pressing this? How could you see Edgeworth? Just hold your horse for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as is. Oh my god. Damn, Judge. Nobody loves me. Oh. Once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. I got penalized, alright. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic...
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
He's not letting her answer any of my questions. I do have a way to press that with my... to present the camera as evidence. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Where are they now? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Right! She said that. And when she did, she said the camera is equipped to specifically look at the stars or something. I remember that. Yeah, I remember something like that. She was not out there looking at the lake. She was looking at the sky, if anything. Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? Ugh. I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yeah, I will. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera?
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Okay. That's interesting. A meteor shower. But so why does it have a microphone like that? Wait, why is it that way? Why would a camera that's set up to take pictures of meteor showers would have a microphone set up to take pictures when a loud noise is detected? That doesn't make any sense. A meteor doesn't make any sound in space, like near us. Also, wait, the camera, if it was set up for the meteor showers, it would be pointed at the sky, not the lake. Meteor showers take a noise? Not as far as I know. No, they wouldn't. In space, nobody can hear you scream. Much else. They can't hear the friggin' meteors. So what's with a microphone? But in space, nobody can hear you scream. I don't remember where it's from, but it is something people say a lot. Even if they did make sound audible to us, the time it would take to reach us would be the way the meter... Exactly! Way long. That makes no sense. I want to present right away, but let me see what she says. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Art.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you battering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
You're calling her stupid?
Stop.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Sure. Was claiming stupidity a valid defense? Maybe that's what he's telling her to do. Please, Mr. Wright. She's touched in the head. Atama ga okashi.
No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars.
All that?
There was a heavy fog. How would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. That is true. I did not think about that. You just get a little zoom in, but the fog is still there. But do you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah.
Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony.
Dude! She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Okay. Okay. So this is it. First off, what we need to pick is grits. Got back in my car. Camera was set up to take pictures of meteor shower. So I'm gonna present the camera here because I don't think it was set up for a meteor shower. If it was set up for a meteor shower, why is the photo automatically taken on the lake? She was obviously there to see Gordy. She wanted to take pictures of Gordy, right? This has to be that. But is this what I'm supposed to use? For those who don't know, if you weren't here last time, Gordy is kind of like a Loch Ness monster that was apparently sighted on the lake. That was also the scene of the crime. So they're calling her Gordy. That's just my enormous dong. Are you sure about that? Okay. Pistol bullet. Pistol. I want to say Gordy article, but I also want to say camera. First, let's try with the camera. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. That's what I said. Oof.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was he photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this. It has to be Gordy. It has to be. Miss Hart. This is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I mean, the camera's pointed at the lake. It wouldn't. Right! The camera makes sound. The camera takes pictures when there's a sound. It wouldn't take any pictures when it's looking at the sky. You can't hear meteors. Faces the lake. Camera makes sound. The camera makes sound. Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna try the camera. First off, I'm gonna save. Scumming. I have proof. I have evidence. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster? I'm working on self-improvement, and part of that self-improvement involves sleeping at an appropriate hour, so please excuse me. Alright, have a good night, Bjorn. Thanks for tuning in. HP Caswell, I'm not. Alright. Thanks for continuing to tune in. Appreciate it. Let's go with Lotta's camera here. I'm gonna go with the camera. Might be wrong, but let's go with the camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What does the difference make? Her reasons for photographing? No, it's the fact that there's a contradiction. She's been lying about things. She did not specifically... I think she... Well... She said she saw Edgeworth. What it proves is that she didn't see Edgeworth? Kinda? What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Idiot? Maybe she was embarrassed about the real reason because it's cringe. Hey! But as she so succinctly said... Succinctly? So what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. I'm going to spot it. Typical American not knowing the words. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Google.com. Pronunciation.
Succinctly.
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 Succinctly. Succinctly. Now we know. It sounds like Sakura. I was shooting Gordy, but Gordy dodged the bullet and killed the person instead. It is possible. It's possible. We know this now. Well, actually, I'm not a research student at a university. What? So she's just a hobbyist and she made everything up when we talked to her? I'm an investigative photographer. Worse. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. Someone's life is at stake here, and she's just lying about it. Don't lie in court. Stop it. You're on oath. That's why I was camping out by the lake. Yeah, she's on oats. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands. And I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. You mean cross my heart and hope to unalive? Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection.
What?
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Oathbreaker Paladin. I love how monstrous his voice sounds. It's crazy.
Objection.
He sounds like insane. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, so we must have something in mind.
That would be a first.
Bro, sounds like he's gonna say. Yeah, hold on, let me do that. Which one was it? Last one? Whoops. Kind of like that. Well, kind of like that. Very funny. On-rail shooter. That's fun, isn't it? My favorite is the reload. You get there. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Let's go. I'm not a research student at a university. I think I'm gonna get penalized. Probably not, right? I'm gonna get sent to a penal colony. And what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep.
You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? A UFO? A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Bjorn, you're supposed to be asleep. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. I'm surprised you knew what UFO meant. Honestly, I'm surprised a little bit too at that. How stupid it would be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. On the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news as Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Wait, didn't Mr. Wright, like, just think that? In his brain? Oh, Bjorn, you're being held for race, ethnicity, or religion for that message. I like this American-sounding Japanese person. It's kind of funny. I guess, maybe he just thinks you're racist. I don't know why you're that racist, though. There you go. People think things in their brains? Apparently. Some people think with other parts, too. That's probably just Will Powers being Bigfoot. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. Where's the other photos? Oh, was the glasses thing more expensive? I remember lowering it from 7,000 to like 5,000. I can decrease it for a little bit next time. That's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. No, my glasses! Wait, it's working, right? I'm not seeing it being taken off. It's not working? Huh. Glasses. There you go. I did it manually. I have work tomorrow. We do. I too have work tomorrow, but it's fine. Starting a bit later than usual. Your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Shutterbugs. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Eh? Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Excuse me. Whoops. Choked on my tea.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Audio chum, are you alright? Isn't... It's fine. Just breathe. I'm breathing. I'm good. I'm fine. The binman didn't empty my bin today, the bastard, so I had to sneak out at 11 PM to empty it at the tip. Binman. Bastard. What's up? Welcome, Epsilon. How's it going? When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? I've never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected. It's going good for you? Oh, it's going good. And you? I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing great. Really enjoying this game. Hope you're doing well yourself, buddy. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there... I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at the boat. What, so Phoenix thinks she would not be looking at the boat anyway? So I can take off my coat, I guess. If the photo's not actually a boat and two men at all, but is actually what Gordy looks like. No, I don't think that's... No, I don't think that's true. Yeah, that's as naked as I can get. Suspenders! I guess it would be possible to take them off, but I haven't done anything for that. No, the hair stays. Looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Skin? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Hopes and dreams. I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore, neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in his testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Wait, what about the guy? I'm starting to think that the first guy who called the police, the first testimony, he might be the shooter. I think we're bucking up a whole lot of nonsense here. Yeah, but right now, we're trying to do something. Not a research student, that's fine. Investigative photographer. Imagine what scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping at the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard a bang, I looked straight out at the lake. Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. But she said herself, she wants to look at the... Well, she said there was no other shooter. And I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. It's clear she had no means of seeing Edgeworth on the boat. She got that information elsewhere. Yeah, that's true. For some reason, she wanted to be, she called the police and became a testimony person right away. After she heard there's a trial about it. Contradiction. I think it's near the end there. What sort of sound was it? Gunshot. Sharper sound than I would have expected. What about the second gunshot? Where's the photo for that? If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, why'd she waste time looking at a boat? Why would she do that? How long is this game? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, the fact that I'm reading everything makes it a bit longer. Don't forget that. If I'm playing the rest of the series, I think so. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm really enjoying it. Were the sounds the same? Our car was over there. The boat was like in the middle of the lake there. Could it be someone at the hot dog stands? No. I think it's the camera here. She saw a flash and heard another gunshot. Where's the other photo? Also, there's another ad. Sorry about that. What if anyone here made a Death Note game like this where you have to play as Light or L and challenge the other's statements like in the anime? Yeah, this is once per hour. Yeah, I'm not sorry about it. It's not my fault anyway. You could hear that from my saying that? Pretty good. I wonder. I know there's a friend slop game which is kind of like Ace Attorney specifically. There is a Dr. House MD game which I'm not sure how it works, but I'm guessing it'll be kind of like a graphic adventure puzzle as well. Would you forgive me? Yes, you're forgiven. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. House MD is like a visual novel. Just a visual novel? Not a, you don't play it? You don't choose anything? Heard another gunshot. I want to see what the other photo is. What about the time of death? More VN than a puzzle. Bit of a shame. Just watch the boat the whole time. Wasn't she in her... No, she was looking at the lake the whole time. We established that. She could not see the murder. Almost say you have subs. That's crazy, chat. Can't seem to get enough of it. What's the answer here? I'm going to try the camera or the photo. But where? Okay, I think this might be the contradiction. This might be it. She wants to... She says she's there for Gordy, but she says there wasn't much else to look at. Right, have a good night, Bjorn, for the third time, I think. I'm gonna try for this one. Miss Hart, were you really looking for at the boat? I got it. What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. Damn, dude. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? While Bjorn may be incapable of sleep, I suddenly am, for I have reached that level of tiredness where I stop being awake. Alright, son. If you're gonna sleep, then have a good night, and thank you for tuning in again. You're camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testify that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. See how they're not trying to say you're badgering the witness when you're calling her stupid? Very interesting. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, okay. I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
There it is. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got that photograph, you got proof. Oh, thank you for the hydration. Send her to jail immediately. Seriously. She's just obstructing justice? Because she wanted to be a witness like on the TV?
So we can't see who is shooting in all this.
She just wastes our time. Yeah, Solari. Also, welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. We can't see who's shooting who. Right. That's why I took this photo. Took this photo?
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What's she gonna say? She took the photo and then what? Wait a second.
You even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. And then Ada...
She said it'll drop the quality of my butt.
Should let us see who's who. Oh, that's crazy. She enlarged it, so... Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that a large photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, I'll be in prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Make her show it. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Show us the enlargement, Lotta. Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in the court in the first place. Got him. You old fool.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is. Okay.
We still cannot see who's firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Taken at 12:15 a.m.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. And that's why I requested she not show it. Suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. And I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. And I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
It's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. Left-handed. Wait! Didn't they say... Wait. Am I... I knew it! The gun said the prints are from Edgeworth's right hand, but the shooter is shooting from the left hand. No friggin' way. What? Ace Detective, that's right.
I'm a genius.
I'm gonna save. Show evidence. Wait! Your Honor, this evidence... Oh my god.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? What do you mean? I want to show evidence. Oh wait, they're objecting me to... Oh, this is to show other evidence. Object to the enlargement? Is this it? Let me see what this does. I want to press the ladies. All right. Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What would that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. The gun. The left hand. Your Honor, it is in fact wider, thus it's a contradiction. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? Not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The pistol arrow. The evidence is clear. The man in his photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we've seen, there was no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry? No, no friggin' way. Larry Butts? I don't want to... Fucking A. It's really funny. I mean, yeah, just take one for the team, Larry. It would be really funny. If something smells, it's usually the butts. And he does have the hot dog stand there. But I don't think it is pretty funny. Oops. Your Honor, you might be familiar with Larry Butts. He runs a hot dog stand called Samurai Dogs. And he is in just the correct position to snipe someone with a pistol from across the lake. At 12:15. Wait. He was at work that night. Right? No, he was at work. Oh my god. Wait. I can't do that. Sacrifice one friend to save another? What's the point? Wait, he considers Edgeworth a friend? Well, Mr. Wright, your answer. That's really funny, though. Anyway, I don't think it's Miss Hart. It might be the victim himself. Deemed him a lover? I don't know about that, dude. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, it does seem to be the only remaining option. Objection. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? Wait, so they're saying it wasn't... Okay. So it wasn't like... straight at the body, but a little farther away, like 20... The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter away? A meter? That's 3 feet in Americanese. I had many people in positions of power who have committed suicide. My method of 14 shots to the chest. Name 5 that aren't Jackie Chan. There's no way it could have been suicide. So who was it? Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. A second autopsy report. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Come on, Bjorn. We don't talk about this kind of stuff here, okay?
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I see. December 26, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, that was a close one. My God. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look.
Oh, thank you for the posture check.
Oof.
Good stretch.
I did not kill him.
Just kidding around. Yeah, right. Look. Also, what's up, Rikun? Hello, Rory. Welcome in. I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh.
Right. What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Is it thank you? Tell her to watch what she says in court.
Just got home from work. Hope you're enjoying Ace Attorney. Yeah, I'm really liking it. Such an awesome game.
That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course you didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Lotta's deposition added to the court record. I think the story is not really that hard to follow. Basically, Edgeworth is being accused of murder in the lake, and a lot of the evidence points towards him, but he didn't do it. So we're also trying to find out who did. To be continued. Nice. Do people make saves of like the final days of their trials so they can come back to them and do them again? Like a save before a boss fight? Yeah, that comes from this game. Not that I know. Alright. I used to do that for God Hand. Save before the boss fight so I can just do them again. Ten about goodbyes. I guess I can just save on this. It makes sense, but it's also not really needed. Because you can just fight the bosses in the challenge mode. Only 3 slots. Might be remembering wrong. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. So there's not many different ways you can do a final boss in a graphic adventure. Yeah. It seems like they're... It seems like most of the situations in this game are... You just need to reach the right train of thought, the right evidence, and say the right things in the right time, rather than multiple options. And that's okay. Graphic adventure. We have to find the right solution. Right, yeah, there are different elements to the boss fights. The way the stage looks, how big it is, the items around the floor, everything. It's true. I will take a pee break. And also get some more tea because I'm basically out. Just ran out, actually. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. I'll put on some music. There's no music going on right now. Extra enemies as well. Do you guys just want the menu music, or should I just put something? You guys want Chinese pop? Play human music. Oh, I don't have any. Human music. I like it. That's a Rick and Morty joke, you know? Didn't you say you didn't watch Rick and Morty? Oh wait, no, you said you watched the first 2 seasons. What's this one? It all starts the same way. What is this? Let's just put in the usual. Is this one? No. But that's fine. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Where's my be right back? There it is. See you guys in a few minutes. Go pee or something. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're back. How did your teen pee? Oh, all good. 3, 4, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
Yeah. It was good. But I'm realizing amicable? Yeah, you could say that. But I realized I should have put ads on while I was away so that I could have an hour free of ads. Well, that's too late. I'll remember next time. Unpin. All right. Let's get investigating. Whoops. My bad. Great. How are you guys doing? You guys have a good break? December 26th, detention center, visitor's room. Edgeworth should be here in this detention center. Maya? What is she doing here? Because she was held in contempt of court? Hey Nick, it's you! Why would they put her here? I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. Lawyers in real life have to do some amounts of investigation, right? From what I saw from a different drama series that my dad watched, yes, that is true. So I assume it is. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? She saved my ass. She saved Phoenix's ass. I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Maya Face seems quite important to the plot. She does. Seems like she is quite important. I guess every assistant to the main defender is. Okay. Yay. Okay. Yay. Save. Alright. First off, here's my attorney's bed. You know, let's talk to her first. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Nice. They're considering this an actual criminal offense? It's a little harsh, I think. He wanted me to get bail money ready. Bail money? You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something? Why do you picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? What is a bale of money? A large quantity of banknotes, bundled together and secured. Oh, like a bale of hay. I get it. I understand. I know English. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. I'm sure she will. Despite being British myself, I sometimes find myself looking up basic words on the thesaurus. So no shame, Ace Caswell. None. I'm not ashamed. Not ashamed at all. Must be nice, Nick. You can just show that to anyone and see, I'm a lawyer! But spirit mediums, well... I don't know, with your clothes, I bet at least some people would recognize you. But these are medium and training clothes. I wonder if I'll ever be a proper medium. I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm fresh out of ideas. Just want to see if she has any... Isn't that the enlarged photo Lotto was talking about? Uh-huh. Huh. It's nice and big, but you can't really see the faces any clearer, can you? My mother. Did she know her mother well, I wonder? Now that I've shown her the picture, I'm not so sure it was the right thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it was the wrong thing to do. Oh god. I made her sad. Yeah, the mother is... Oh no, I think she's missing. She just went off somewhere and she's presumed to be dead. If I remember correctly. She's like exiled. I want to see Gordy too. If he really exists. Well, I'd say a photograph is pretty good proof. Once this trial is over, let's get some fishing poles and go down to the lake. Even if there's a monster in that lake, fishing poles sound like a bad idea. Wait, fishing poles was marked with red. Why is that? So the markings on this bullet and the barrel of the pistol matched? I'm surprised you remember that. How could I forget after Von Karma rubbed it in so much? So which one of these are the ballistic markings? I'm not really sure. I don't know. Mr. Edgeworth's prints are on this pistol, aren't they? Yes, the prints from his right hand. But they must have gotten on there at sometime other than the shooting. What? Really? The shooter used his left hand after all. Oh, she doesn't know. She didn't see the court records. This guard monitors the visitor's room. Hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Classic. Smile for the camera. I guess we'll just go. I guess we can go to the office first off. I think there's a real reason to do that, but... Despite being the coolest character, I actually don't like Miles' sprites very much, instead preferring his sprites from the later games much more. From the investigations games? Like with the ones where he's a prosecutor? Where you play as the prosecutor? Where you play as him? I guess that makes sense. Sure is quiet here with nobody around. Right. I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Do we have money? Mia's favorite plant. Charlie. Been perking up these days. Looks like everything is as usual. Did he say... She's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up on the wall. The Steel Samurai poster. Difficult looking legal book, stand in a formidable row. They mocked me. Tried reading one that made my head hurt. And I'm guessing it's busy at the hotel. Yep. Mia's desk. If I had more clients, I would probably sit here more often. Spending more time on the couch watching TV. Mog went through the entire bloody Mega Man series. Do you like said franchise, or does its Capcomness elude you? No, the Capcomness doesn't elude me. I did play Mega Man 2 to completion, but that's about it. I'm not really a jump and shoot guy. I prefer beat 'em ups, like side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Like I know, like for example, I don't play every Capcom game, but I do like Capcom's games a lot. So like I don't play Monster Hunter, but I like Dragon's Dogma. I love Resident Evil, as it turns out. I've played pretty much everything Capcom except the fighting games. Really? I have played fighting games. I think I've played basically all of them except for the first Street Fighter. Would you recommend beat 'em ups? Yeah. Except God Hand, as I already played it. Yeah, every final fight is fun, but I always play them with friends, so I don't know if you'd get the same enjoyment out of them single player. Maybe you would. It depends on what you want out of a fight, out of a beat 'em up. I would say the best one, in my opinion, is Final Fight 3, because it also comes with a super gauge, and every character has their own. They have their own super meter, and you can do supers on your enemies. You're saying I'm friendless? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's a lot harder to get, people to couch co-op with you nowadays. Is Cody from Final Fight? Yeah, he is. He's in the first one. I believe he's basically not playable in the rest. Hagar is playable in all of them. Guy and Cody are in the first one in the home version, I believe, not in the arcade version. In the arcade version is only one of them. Forgot which one. And in 2, we got a new ninja character called Maki. And in 3, we got a new guy as well. The JoJo inspired character with the lightning powers. We need some online Capcom beat 'em ups. The D&D games are on Steam. Right, yeah. Right. The Dungeons of Mystara series are super good. So if you liked Dragon's Crown, you should get the Mystara duology. The Shadow over Mystara. I made her in SFV. Maki? No, blonde rich woman. You mean the blonde police woman? No, that's Lucia or Lucia. Lucia. She is from Final Fight 3. And she's awesome. Man, I've been waiting so long to get her in a fighting game. And then it was Street Fighter 5, which I barely even played. Oh, how about Maximo? It's more of an action game. But it was for the PS2 and it was made by Capcom. Kind of based on the Ghouls and Ghosts. Enjoyed Street Fighter 5, but I'm a normie. Yeah. So you played it. I didn't have it. I didn't have it, but I think I got the... I think I got it like on the... I got it somewhere. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. The place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. It's a little cold for picnicking these days, though. Feel winter's chills from the bare leaf trees today. Not pretty when the cherry trees along the lakeside blossom in spring. Today it's just cold. Ghosts and Ghouls. There was a new one if you want to play. Don't forget they got a remake. That Ghouls and Ghosts. Ghosts and Ghouls. Ghosts and Goblins. Keep forgetting what the game is called. Is it Ghouls and Ghosts? It's Ghouls and Ghosts, yeah. Oh, Ghosts and Goblins is the first one. I see. Well, one of them got a remake. Did you watch the AVGN episode about it? Gotta get the knife. Gotta get the knife. The public beach of Gourd Lake. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. I have that new one on Steam, I never touched it. I mean, yeah, my body is also a machine that turns Steam sales into unplayed games. But you can play it whenever. I haven't seen Larry around. Only off paying through the nose on a date with a lovely Kiance. See what's up here. I almost didn't see that signpost. Trash can is empty. Famous Gourd Lake. Its green waters stretch out on both sides. Pretty big lake. Toluca Lake. Thing with the original NES one, it's one of the buggiest games like ever, and that's coming from a Castlevania NES fan. Is Castlevania NES bugged? I don't remember that being a thing. I do remember Final Fantasy 1 on the NES being bugged. With some moves literally not working. A hot dog stand, it's closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Samurai Dogs. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya if she had a samurai dog. Am I gonna get bail money for Maya? Pretty buggy. Typically in your favor. Oh, that's good. Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe!
Hey, pal. Trial today,
Yes? What about the trial? Is he also having a hard time?
Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. Just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know?
Thanks? No, don't say you're welcome. I have a few saves from the final day of the trial. You too! Oh, let's save here. Stuff about discussing the game despite being one of the most popular yaoi games in history. I'm just rambling about NES games, or yapping as the kids would say. Yeah, you can say whatever, it's fine. As long as it's not taking away too much. I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's still here. It's covered with dents. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. I wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. Guess she wanted to get into the outdoor spirit. That's possible. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. We've already seen this. The thick trees. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Wasn't Edgeworth designed by a Fujo? I don't know. I never looked it up. Can't pick up the cool stick. Lana's camera is staring out at the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell the camera must cost a pretty penny. Hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. It'd be very funny if I could just talk from here. I can talk to him from here? Alright, that's what it does. Tomorrow's trial. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow?
Sounds like he's bringing in another witness.
Another witness? Alright, he says something about that in the trial today.
There were 2 witnesses.
I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it?
Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
Right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth.
What's up?
Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before.
Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It's all started with that incident.
The DL6 incident?
Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes.
How old is Gumshoe again? 30 years old. 30 years old. He's 6 years older than Edgeworth. 15... Oh, he would have been 15 years ago. Doesn't look a day over 20. That's not right.
A defense attorney and Miles' father.
Miles' father. And something stinks. It's usually the butts. Wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey.
Oh, she's not out on bail yet. She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it wasn't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling.
Really? Called his eyes Edgeworth? She was fighting for him. That's really amazing.
She was really grateful for what she did, you know? I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can.
Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be?
Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount.
Oh, what? Edgeworth?
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay?
Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Nice. So we can go back and... Wait, let's take a look at everything before she arrives and after she arrives. That's usually pretty funny. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. I don't think there's anything in here that's interesting. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. There are some boats floating at the dock. Yeah, I remember that. It's Space for one more boat at the dock. One more boat. The house, the boat, the RV. There's more forest off that way. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's much else then. That means I can go back and get her out. But I wonder what they're doing at the Criminal Affairs Department. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, someone just told me that. He's a live wire, that one. Well, we're doing a break again. It's going to be like 2 more minutes. Hope you guys are having a nice pre-weekend. Oh, my sweat drop. Oh, right. I don't know why, but nothing's working. What's the sweat drop one? I can just go with this. Nervous chewing. The pre-weekend, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the model's great, isn't it? I should shout out my art pops again. Koyuki Q, right? I keep forgetting if it's Q Koyuki or it's Koyuki Q. Okay, it should be Q Koyuki. Yeah, that's the one. Q Koyuki. That's my art pops. It's these days. Sorry. Yeah, I have this one too. I don't remember their parents' names. I do remember his name. I just don't remember how he wrote it down in his little Twitch handle. Twitch.tv. Okay. He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build a case against Edgeworth. Right, because he believes in him. Wonder what that means. That's the chief right there. And that's the guy who keeps making reminders for himself. The detective. He's mumbling something to himself. I'm sure it's a real one. He really is. What up, Honeyed Stars? Welcome back. Don't do anything rash. Why jump? You have every reason to live. Oh my god, he's trying to memorize lines for KMSers. Struggling with my internet on my new PC. Hope you'll get it fixed soon. I've been seeing a lot of people post their upload and download speed on Twitter. At least 2 people. Xfinity. Don't do it. Think of your Oshi. He must be doing image training for talking down a potential suicide. Does this game come with trigger warnings? Just kidding. Of course it doesn't. In 2001. 2001, right? 2000 afterwards. Wait, no, 2001. No, it has to be later. 2003. Wait, 2001 was the Game Boy Advance version, and then 2003 was the DS version, right? This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. Oh, rook to bishop, rook to bishop 7.
Checkmate? I don't believe it.
Must be playing chess on the computer. Is that the police department's mascot?
The Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. If it's the last thing I'd do.
We used to call them warning notice. I mean, like seizure warning stuff? Okay, I guess we can go and pick my up from the detention. Hey Nick, you finally came. He just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? This work includes sensitive content. Oh, like this work includes depictions of violence and gore, like God Hand. Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Maybe they'll let you out in the end, didn't they? That reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. You've got to win this case, Nick. Yay. Weird how a dumb Overwatch meme meant to make fun of people ended up becoming the norm amongst general internet culture. Are you talking about trigger warnings? I don't think that's from Overwatch, is it? What? What was it about? I don't remember that. Trigger came from army people, like an actual trigger warning, because PTSD having people, their PTSD gets triggered when they hear a gunshot or something. That's what I remember. And then it was adapted to internet culture somehow, but I don't remember that being in Overwatch. What did Overwatch have to do with it? I already talked about that. What to do? What do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. You can go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure. Any ideas? You noticed anything lately? You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable in here. It's warm and they keep it very clean. I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, not much more than that, no. She's probably still upset about Mia. I should leave her alone. Alright, let's go then. Oh, hey, Toma. Thank you for the hydration unit. Imbibing meta hydration unit. Oops. Back in 2016, 9 years ago, there was this meme with a with little text that pops up when you step on Junkrat's trap that says, "Triggered!" People grab that text and place it on top of people they deem too sensitive over nothing. I remember people would tell others that they got triggered as an insult, but that gained use outside of mockery. I don't think Overwatch originated that, but it was taken to be memed with afterwards. I do know the triggered thing you're talking about, but I don't think it originated there specifically. No, I don't think so. If it was the era of that kind of internet stuff, I'm guessing it was about early to mid 2010s. And Overwatch released a little like during or after that. So they probably just took the triggered thing and put it there as a little nod or joke. The use of that Overwatch triggered must have been derived from the war. No, I don't think so. The thing from the war had things derived from it, but it wasn't specifically the Overwatch thing. I think people started using trigger warning. Yeah, I said something. Yeah, officially, people like triggering is because of how when you use a gun and there's a PTSD having person, it triggers memories from the war. It's like a war trigger. But it was also, yeah, triggers appear, yeah. But besides that, because I've heard about, there are people that are post-army and even stuff like general fireworks also trigger that thing with them, like the PTSDs and whatnot. So a lot of places started using either silent fireworks or just stopped using them at all. But besides that, the flashbacks, I can still hear them. The screaming children! But besides that, online communities started using that term, trigger warning, when there's a subject matter that would trigger something from someone's past, which is like bad, like something traumatizing in general, not specifically war. So it evolved from that original definition to mean something a bit similar to it. That's what I remember anyway. Can we go to the criminal affairs department with Maya? What happens when we do that? Nothing. Let's go to Gourd Lake. There aren't many cops around today, are there? I'm probably back at the precinct working out the case against Edgeworth. Hey y'all! It's Lotta. Overwatch was the first time I heard the expression get triggered, so I assume trigger warnings originated there. Yeah, no. It's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. What do we do now? I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started babbling my old thing, any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? Avon Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us? Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. That's not how this works. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Oh, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick?
No deal.
Hell no. First I save though. No deal. I'm sorry, but I have no intention of dealing with you. Nor do we have any money anyway. You guys make a fine team, you know that? And I can tell you don't have any money. Just look at those clothes. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. All right. See what she says if we say deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? May not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, 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 Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. And bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? See something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Alright, see y'all later. Oh man, I skipped the first two options because I wanted to know what making up to us means right away. But it wasn't too much. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? Searching for Gordy and him. For him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. How exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist. A monster myth specialist? What is he talking about? Can we find a monster myth specialist? Oh my god. It's the Steel Samurai. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Larry, what the heck is that? That was my girl Keonce's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it'd be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with a banner. Wow. That's real impressive she could find those for you. But she knows a lot of people. That show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Yo, Nick. What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred school pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Oh, the big guy? We had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Hey, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in a Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Edgeworth, the earthquake warning system's going off, bro. Run! Run, bro! Edgeworth! Interesting. I wonder if that's the sort of clue we have here, since it did work earlier this month. Did it work before that? Did it work before the 25th or on the 25th? What's this what is this machine? I used it to fill up that balloon over there with air. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Doesn't the Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so big. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? Looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. I wonder what's wrong with it. I think the fact that it looks kind of bloated from the bottom part. The original Samurai dogs, Nick. No less. Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Benches. Wimpy city boy. Okay, we already saw this last time. What about the tree? Gourd Lake is really big. Why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh yeah, we already saw this last time. They either farmed gourds next to it, or it's gourd shaped. Or both. Gourd Lake Woods. You know, I am thinking maybe I shall stop for today. How long has it been? Maybe 5 more minutes to check the lake woods. See what's in here. We're gonna talk to Lotta, I'm sure. Hey y'all! Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? Well, no, nothing. Hey y'all, Scott here. Proceeds to list every fact about a video game from Wikipedia. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. I told y'all no sneezing. I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It would trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry is nice, but what about my film? Nick paid the lady. Oh. No, my money. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for today. I do have to work tomorrow, so I should go take a shower before going to sleep. Let's see who else is online. Thank you for streaming. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. Ace Attorney is so great, dude. It's a good game. Now you get why you wouldn't have been able to get 1 hour. Yeah. Now you get what I thought so. What do you guys want to see? We have Cheen's doing some art. Four Milks. Oh, she's doing an anniversary. Well, there's a lot of people doing things right now. Who is this? This Gene doing art.
Funny.
Milks. I'm gonna go check out Milks on her anniversary. She's doing just chatting right now. Or you guys have any specific recommendations? Can't think of any. Yeah, I mean, there is Jay, who's doing Silent Hill 2. And that's fun. Vine Sauce is live with 5.8 thousand viewers playing by Pirates, Vikings, and Knights 2. That seems like a good idea. Do 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 do. You can rate Gene, I guess. 1.7k sounds less intimidating. Who is it at 1.7? Is it Uo? Still a little bit. It's a tiny bit. We could go. Is he doing anything right now? I don't see him on screen. Doing well at Blend. Did I save? Wait, no, I'm supposed to have this on. I guess we could just go raid him. He's on break or something. Driving chat out for stargazing. Why is it doing that? Oh, is it because of the red moon? That's kind of cool. I saw the red moon, I think, on something tonight. We could just end stream and that's it. It's fine with me. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to raid. Alright, I guess I'll just see you guys on tomorrow's Thursday. What am I doing on Friday? I think we can do stuff on Friday night as usual. European time. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do anything tomorrow. I will be after work and I might be exhausted. Tomorrow's gonna be rough. So we'll see. I guess we'll just see. But wait, Have fun at work.
I wish you the best in your endeavors, Prage.
Thank you. I too wish for you luck in your endeavors, Godspeed. You guys have a good one. If you're going to sleep, have a good one. If you're going to sleep, have a good one. If you're not going to do whatever, good luck with your endeavors. And I'll see you guys next time.
Objection! I said hello. Has it been? Foxhound operator.
It's been great. We're actually finishing right now, Clemens. I'm sorry. So I'll see you guys next time. But thank you for tuning in anyway. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's no worries. No worries. What a great day today. Everything's on YouTube if you want to check the VOD. Oh, there's the VOD is here as well. Yeah, you have a good day yourself, buddy. Thank you again. See you guys next time. Later. Ace you later.